we're here with Grace Solero to talk about their second album, which is currently being recorded. We have Grace on the right and Bjorn on the left.
Hi, Richard.
Hi.
So, tell us about the new album.
We are in the middle of recording the new album, and it's going really well. Personally, I'm very pleased, and also it feels really like proper band recording together, as opposed to the first album. Well, we had different band members. This time feels like a really nice situation.
I'm not fading away. So the band has evolved since the last album. You have new members.
Yeah, definitely. And it feels right. It feels like we've been experimenting, we've been rehearsing and gigging all together for about 2 years now. So the album is the natural result, I would say, of all this. I'm here to stay. That's right.
So Bjorn, that's right. Yeah, you're the new bassist, aren't you?
I am, yes. And also because I'm a recording engineer and I pretty much have a mobile recording studio that I got together for this. That's generally what I end up doing. So whatever band I'm with, I usually get involved in that side of things.
Not giving away your trust and faith.
Well, actually, the first two tracks, which were Eternal and Unless, we did with a very talented producer called Adrian Hole down in South London. But then it just seemed like, given that I already have the equipment, it just seemed a bit silly to not at least try to record it ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite unusual for us to have our bass player, who's also a sound engineer, so it's funny to see his, in a different role, and yeah, so, but yeah, it's going all right. Sometimes it's a bit hard because when we're recording, I'm so used to having on bass, and then of course I'm in the booth like recording my vocals, and I hear this voice like, okay, one more please. I'm like, oh, that's actually Bjorn. Oh, okay. I don't know if it's funny.
Yeah, so I put on my Irish hat.
Yeah, exactly. But no, that's good. That's great. We're really lucky, I think, to have him in the band. And everything I care for. Compared to the first album, we've been collaborating with different musicians as well. And in the specific case, for arranging the songs, we've been working with Pedro Caparros, who's a guitarist in Breed 77. And of course his background is completely different from ours. And I think that made things very interesting in the way the songs sound now. So the dynamic has changed during the songs, so there are parts which are much heavier.
Yeah, I mean, he basically just comes up with stuff that we wouldn't have come up with, I don't think. Sometimes we use his ideas, sometimes we don't, but either way, it's that kind of like, just like a sort of train crash thing of like, oh right, okay, we could have thought of it that way.
Moving on to the songwriting process and the new songs.
Yeah. Well, in this case, we have more songs that are co-written by Dan and myself. So far, and we're hoping to write more songs with the guys, but yeah, whether the first album was more of a personal diary, and the songs of this album are like a journey. It's like traveling in time with all sorts of emotions spanning through.
So, any gigs planned? How have you been gigging?
Yeah, we've been gigging, then we took a break as Dan is in California now, our guitarist. So, and I'm actually going to LA next month just to, do a bit of PR for the new album and hopefully play a couple of gigs as well. And so when Dan is back, we'll carry on doing pre-production for the new songs. So far we have 6 tracks ready with rough mixes, and so we'll carry on doing pre-production for them recording the next tracks. And the next gig is going to be the 1st of December at the Water Rats in London.
So we're going to hear any of the new material there. Is that the place to be?
You will. The plan is that we will get some of the pre-production done anyway for a couple of new tracks, and it's always nice to actually try a track that you've done something with live, because it just gives you a different perspective. Although sometimes what works live doesn't always work on the recorded version, but it does give you a different perspective on it.
Yeah, and also I think it's very interesting
Yeah.
to see the reaction of the crowd.
Yeah.
So after the gig, we usually have our fans or people coming up and saying, "Oh, I really like that track. Oh, that song I never heard before. That was great." Or some, just hear their opinion as well. It's so important to us.
So the album's part recorded now, the rest to go. When are we going to actually see it on the shelves?
We're shooting for middle of next year, are we hoping?
Yes, mid 2012.
Yes. We don't have a launch date as yet, but
No.
it's a bit early for that. But
Yeah.
we are basically halfway. We've done 6 tracks now, so.
Yay!
We don't actually know how many songs are going to be on it. 10, 12?
Well, the ones that pass the selection will be on the album.
Yes, I got them.
So thank you very much for talking to us.
You're welcome, and thanks for coming down.